Buick no longer makes any cars, only 4 varying size crossovers and SUVs. And to me, Buick has always been right on that line between premium vehicle and full-out luxury vehicle. And that leads us to this, the all-new, fully refreshed 2021 Buick Envision. And this specifically is the Avenir trim, new for the Envision, top tier, pushing this firmly into luxury car space. In terms of the powertrain, there's only one available now, a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that makes 228 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. So it sits right between the previous available 2 engines. A 9-speed automatic transmission, front-wheel drive based platform. This one is front-wheel drive. There is the optional all-wheel drive available. EPA ratings for the front-wheel drive one is 24 mpg city, 31 highway, and 26 combined. In terms of exterior styling, this is a complete refresh for the Envision, and I think it's a successful one. Some of the other Buicks and the previous generation of this one, I think looked a little generic, but not this one. It's distinctive, it stands out. One of my favorite parts is this paint color, rich garnet metallic. I've gotten a couple comments from other people about how nice this color looks, and I'm a big fan, especially how it contrasts with the updated grille, some of the chrome trim around the vehicle, sharper LED headlights. Something else, this might be different, but I think the front end resembles the Aston Martin DBX slightly, especially this little grille inserts on the side and the shaping of the front bumper. That's a good thing. I'm comparing the Buick Envision to a Aston Martin crossover, but it looks really nice overall. It does look to me more like kind of a slightly taller wagon than a full-out crossover or SUV, but I think they did an excellent job doing an overall refresh to make this Envision stand out. It's a lot sharper. And with that, let's hop inside, take it for a drive. We'll talk about the interior, what is it like to drive, and the value. Inside the new Envision, the first thing you will notice is how driver-focused it feels. I actually was a little bit surprised for a luxury crossover, especially this infotainment screen, a 10-inch touchscreen, very nice, very responsive, but angled quite a bit towards the driver, and also angled a bit up. It might be for reducing glare or things like that, but I found it easy to use, very responsive, standard Apple, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so I've just been running Apple CarPlay in the vehicle. We have a wireless charging pad below there, and then as we continue down the center console, you have some physical buttons and switches for your climate control, your seat controls, heating and cooled front seats. The most unique thing inside this new Envision is the transmission gear selector, the park, reverse, neutral, drive. When I first got in it, I was like, oh, that's definitely cool. That's very different. It's not a rotary knob. It's not a lever. It's not buttons. It's a combination of like these sculpted buttons and these toggles that actually I've grown to like quite a bit. It's pretty cool. Frees up some space on this center console. And this being the top tier Avenir trim, we have a lot of premium luxury touches inside. Perforated seats with this nice leather cross stitch too, cool pattern there, heated and cooled front seats, and a basic massage seats up front. It's nothing crazy fancy, but it's still nice that it's got massage functionality. Also this interesting textured wood on the doors too, panoramic sunroof. In terms of tech on the inside, we have adaptive cruise control, collision avoidance, all that safety suite there, lane keep. Also the rear view mirror is a digital rear view mirror, so it can be a camera too out back when you're parking, surround view cameras, all of that type of assistance stuff. So this Envision has all the tech and luxury you would expect, heads-up display too. In terms of driving, it's got very, very light steering, quite light actually, and it being front-wheel drive based platform, you can get all-wheel drive. This one is front-wheel drive. It drives as you would expect a front-wheel drive crossover. Light steering, but the thing that stood out to me the most is how isolated and comfortable it is. Very nice ride. This one has the continuous damping control, so adjustable dampers that absorb road imperfections. Active noise cancellation eliminates a lot of the road noise, wind noise, so it's actually very isolated and quiet inside here. So when you crank up that Bose upgraded sound system, really you're isolated from the road, which is nice. That's what you want a luxury vehicle to do. Is this car, SUV, crossover, sporty? Not really, not in my opinion. There is a sport mode, but I mean, the power level, the 9-speed auto, I mean, it's and the steering is light. To me, I don't feel that this is really a sporty luxury crossover. Speaking of that 9-speed though, it keeps you in the power band nicely, quick shift, smooth, unintrusive. I think technically I may have worked on this 9-speed front-wheel drive based transmission when I was an intern at Ford. Ford and GM collaborated on the 9-speed auto and the 10-speed. I believe the 10-speed was for rear-wheel drive applications. The 9-speed was a smaller front-wheel drive one. So if it was bad, I guess I could partially maybe sort of blame myself. but that is the 9-speed auto in this vehicle. In terms of value, the base Envision starts at right around $30,000. The more premium, luxurious Avenir starts at $40 grand, and this one as option is $45,000. Now, this one is front-wheel drive only. All-wheel drive is an $1,800 option across all the trims. Is it a good luxury vehicle for the price? To me, a lot of luxury cars need something to really stand out, make it feel a bit more special. It might be extra nice interior, really, really nice materials and things like that, or the driving experience is really isolated or a little bit more sporty. It blends and goes above and beyond what a premium segment vehicle does. To me, this Envision has all the great ingredients. It hits the check boxes, but it misses something that makes it feel a little more special. So to me, it's still premium. It's obviously a step above what a Chevy offers you, even a top-tier trim Chevy competitor vehicle or same family vehicle, but not quite the Cadillac at the top of the line. And that's not a bad thing per se. It has all the features and it's comfortable, isolated from the road, quiet, it rides nicely. But is it inspiring to drive? To me, not. It hasn't really excited me to drive, but it's comfortable as a commuter. It's practical, folding down the seats. I've been able to get groceries and all sorts of things. A giant piece of furniture fit in the back without a problem. And the other thing, in the world where a Chevy Blazer can easily go over $50,000, this is actually quite nice. The interior trim, I think, is a bit nicer. We have a lot of great tech features. It definitely feels more premium than that. But overall, this is the updated Buick Envision Avenir. Did they do a good job? Absolutely. This is much sharper, much better looking, and I think it hits a lot of the nicer features, nicer interior trim things on the inside. Compared to the competitors, I haven't driven the newest Lincoln. I think they call it a Corsair now, or whatever the crossover size space is in this. The purpose of this isn't to go up against an Audi or a BMW, in my opinion. Those are definitely a bit more expensive too, but is it a good driving experience? Is it comfortable? Does it have a lot of nice features? Absolutely. I think Buick did a good job with this vehicle. And with that, we'll conclude our review of the refreshed Buick Envision Avenir. I'm a big fan of the updated styling. It looks nice and sharp, distinctive. It's got some great interior tech and features. It rides comfortably, nicely isolated from the road. Make sure you guys also check out my behind the scenes living with a Buick Envision vlog. Show you guys some of the other details and like cargo capacity and running errands with this Buick, testing out how practical it is. I appreciate all the support, guys. We'll see you guys next time.